Hey guys, welcome back to my catchy name. It's me, Ella. Today is Tuesday, so it's what I've been crocheting. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. I made a lot of things this week. I got my, oomph back to like make a lot of stuff. So I did that. But anyways, I'm market prepping for October. My first market, hopefully, I haven't got accepted yet. I just sent the application in on like Thursday. Is a big one here in my local town. So that'll be on the 12th. And then I do have one already planned for the 26th of October. And if the one on the 12th doesn't work out, I have another one on the 5th that I can sign up for. But anyways, so I'm market prepping for October. So I got a lot of stuff made and I want to share it with you guys. Okay, I'm not going to do this in order because a lot of them, they're in here. They're just buried in here. So I'm going to pull them out, just whatever's on top. So these are actually the most recent things that I made. This is a free Instagram pattern. All the patterns I use are on Instagram. I just like the platform. At my last market, someone asked me if I had any penguins, and I did not have any penguins. So I knew going forward, I always wanted to have at least 1 or 2 penguins with me, just in case, So this is a cute little pattern I found on Instagram for free, and it's by, I don't know how to say it. It's a, I don't know how to say it. Hakiywazart. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it'll be linked below. Oh yay, he's so cute. This is made out of Perfect Chunky. All 3 colors are Perfect Chunky. And one thing I will say is the white here is color blocked, or what's it called? Where you color change in the row. And mine had a lot of gaps, like black was poking through all over the place. So when I cut my white yarn off, I left it a long tail so I could go back and kind of fill in those spots. And I think that worked out really good. It just made it look a little bit more clean. And I stitched on the little nose, beak, and then I did use safety eyes because some of these things I noticed look better with safety eyes than with embroidered eyes. So I do try to do a lot of embroidered eyes, but sometimes you just need the safety eyes. But they're so cute. It's a no-sew pattern. The little wings and the little feet and the little tails are all worked into the pattern. And it works out pretty quick. I made both of these in one setting one night, and it was like in an hour I made both of them. So they're just cute little penguins. Now I got a couple penguins. I think I'll just stick with traditional penguin colors right now, and maybe in the future try different color penguins. But these are just so cute. I just love them. So, and they're all the way done, so they get to go in my all the way done bucket over here that are ready to be photographed and inventoried. Woo! Alright, so next I had yarn laying around from making possums, because I had after my last market I had a custom order. Someone messaged me from the market wanting one of the little possums, and so I had to go buy the yarn to make one because I didn't have any. And this is all Yarn Bee Velvety Smooth from Hobby Lobby. And so I had a little scrap ball of gray left from where I made possums from that order, because I made hers and then I made 4 other ones. They're sitting on my table because I need eyes. So I had a little scrap ball and then a whole new ball, and I was able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more little possums. So now I have 10 possums. But they all need eyes. But here's one of them. They're so cute. This is also a free Instagram pattern. It is by Rumble Crochet. I love this pattern. I sell it constantly when I make them. Everybody around here loves possums. I don't know if that's a southern thing or what. They're technically called opossums, I know. But everybody around here just calls them possums. But they're so cute. This, you do have to sew the ears on. I'm sure you could crochet them on. I actually tried to do like a crocheted on version. I couldn't get the shape that I wanted, so I did just go ahead and stick to sewing them on. And the tail, you work on to the body. But this, all the yarn colors is that Yarn Bee Velvety Smooth. And with 1 ball of the gray, the pink, the cream, and the black, I can make 5 possums with just 1 ball of the gray. And then you have a lot of black, a lot of cream, and a lot of pink left over. So I had 2 balls this time, and I was able to make 11 possums, because I made 5 the first time. I sold 1 to that girl, and then I made 6 this time with the leftover ball, because the leftover ball did almost a whole possum, I'm pretty sure. And then, so, but I made 6 of them this time. I just got an Etsy sale. Woo, thank you, whoever you are. Look at them. They're so cute. They all need eyes. These ones I do put felt eyes on. I just like the way they look, so I got to get my glue gun out. My sister makes my felt eyes for me. She also sells them in her Etsy shop. If you want to check it out, it's always linked below my videos. Made by Hattie Co. She makes stickers and stuff too. Anyways, check her out. But I love these possums. I sell these for $12 each, and no one ever questions that. People love the possums. They got to go back here because I got to glue their eyes on. So now I got a big pile of emigrants with their need glued on eyes. Alright, next I made this little alien. I found it on Instagram and I wanted to just try making it. And it is by Q Squared Crochet. This is made out of Parfait Chunky Neon, and the eye is just some worsted weight. It's either Red Heart or a Big Twist. But I see cute patterns. I want to try it out. If I like making it the first time, I'll make it more. This is one of those, like, I enjoy the alien pattern, but I didn't really like the eye. I think I might embroider like a little bit of white or something on it to just make it pop. But I might still make a couple more of these. I thought maybe some little kids would like a little alien, you know. It kind of reminds me of that one off of Futurama that is on people's heads. But it was really easy. It's basically like an octopus pattern. It's got more legs and the little antennas, but it's just a cute little pattern. I liked it a lot. But I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to fix his eye. Alright, what's next? Oh, I made one Stingray. I took a whole bunch of Stingray yarns. The yarn that I use for the Stingrays is just Chanel from Dollar Tree. I have a whole big bag of it up here that I just acquired. I bought some and my friend Phyllis sent me a bunch. And then I have a project bag with some in it that I took to the park with us one day. And I thought I was going to sit there and crochet a bunch of Stingrays. But I ended up just making one and then we played, you know. So I have one Stingray. But I got to weave in its little tail and stitch on its facial features. This is a YouTube tutorial by Teresa's Crochet Shop. I love this pattern. You make the bottom and then you make the top and you crochet it around. I think you're supposed to make the tail separately and attach it, but I just, when I crochet the two pieces together, I just work it up off the same time, you know, so that I don't have to sew it on. So that way the only end I have to deal with is the beginning end here, and I can just tuck that away in there and do the facial features and it's done. I had a bunch of these at my last market for $5 each, and I sold about half of them. So people like the Stingrays. This one came out a lot smaller than those other ones I made though. But I think it's just, you know, tension changes and stuff. But it's still cute. And I plan on making, you know, maybe up to like 10 or 12 to have a little inventory of them. And see how they go. I don't know if they'll do quite as good in the fall and winter markets because they're summery, kind of. But it's a YouTube tutorial and it's very easy. Also, one of the comments in the YouTube tutorial has it written out. Because I don't really like watching YouTube tutorials. I prefer to have like a written version so I can do other things while making stuff. So every time I look at a YouTube tutorial, I'll look in the comments to see if someone wrote it out. And then that's how I do it. Because a lot of times people do that and it's cool. But yeah, it's cute. I love these little guys, so I need to put him over here to get finished. Alright. Then I made 2 snakes. This is some blanket yarn that I was gifted recently. I'm trying to remember. I think I was sent some fabric and this yarn was included in with that. I can't remember now. It's been a while. But it's some Ogo yarns. I don't know if that's Bernat. Are those Bernat Ogo? I can't remember. I've never bought a Ogo. I've just had a few gifted to me. So I made some snakes, and I made striped snakes because when I made snakes last time, the striped ones were the first ones to sell. So I want to make some striped ones, and then I'm going to make some solid color ones. This is a free pattern on YouTube as well by Knotting Hook Crochet. I really enjoy the snake pattern. I've made a few, and this is like my favorite one. It's the easiest one, and I've sold quite a few of them. So I do need to embroider eyes, but you start at the head, and then you basically just make the body as long as you want, and you taper off at the end for the tail. And I believe she does 2 rows of the stripes and then 7 rows in between, which is what I roughly do. But you know, you can do it any pattern you want. So I did make 2 of those. They're exactly the same. And it's just because I had a bunch of that. I still have a bunch of these colors left and some blue. So I might make some other things with that. I don't know what yet. Maybe a shark or something because it's a lot of grays and stuff. And then I want to make some bright color snakes. I need to get some more Bernat blanket yarn because I don't have much burnout blanket, and I like using that for the snakes. I don't know, it's just the texture and everything. It's just good for snakes. But I made 2 of those, so that is a YouTube tutorial. Check it out. Put them over there because I need eyeballs. Alright, and last. Well, not last, actually, because I got the 2 big things too. Second to last. Frogs. I made a lot of frogs. I had 1 ball of Big Twist Posh. I always forget if it's Big Twist or... Yeah, it's Big Twist. And this is another Instagram pattern. I have a lot of Instagram patterns. And it's called Ted the Thick Toad. Because he has a booty, he's thick. By Crochet. And 1 ball of Bernat, or Big Twist Posh. Big Twist Posh. Big Twist. Made 10 of these little guys. I believe I used H-hook. They got little booties. I don't know if you can see it good. They make little booties. I think they're so cute. I had 4 of these at my last market and they all sold. People love the little frogs. I had 2 of this color and 2 of like a peachy orange color. The greens went first and then the peachy ones went. So some of them I put little like faces and some of them have smiles. But I made 10 of them. So here's 3. They're all the way down, so they get to go in the all the way down container, which is always nice and satisfying. 6, 9, and 10. They're so cute. I love this pattern. It works up so quickly. This was actually one of the first plushie yarn patterns I made when I first, like, I don't know, October, November-ish last year, when I first started dabbling into these plushie or bigger yarns. I found this little guy on Instagram and I made him. I was so proud of him. He was so cute. I made 2 of them that day. And so he's just a special pattern. I love this little guy. He's so cute. I love this yarn too, and it's so hard for me to find it. Every time I go to Joann's, it's never there. This one time when I went, I had yarn money. I found this 1 ball and I snatched it up. And it wasn't where it was supposed to be. You know, it was like someone had it and then put it somewhere else. I would love to have a whole bunch of this. I want some more of the pink and stuff, but it's just hard to come by. It's very popular. And I know why. It's because it doesn't fluff off like Chanel yarn, and it's thick, but it's also thinner. It's like a thinner of the thick yarns, and it's nice. It's nice yarn. I like it a lot, and it's soft. Okay, so then I made some love cats. So I made this purple one. I'm gonna have to redo his eyes. I'm not happy with his eyes at all, so don't judge his eyes. I made his eyes way too small, so I'm gonna cut them off and restitch them. I made this purple one. This is Big Twist plush yarn, which I love. It's one of my favorite plush yarns. So he got little tiny eyes, and his head's crooked, which I like that his head's crooked because I think it gives them character when they're slightly different, you know. But his eyes are just so small. But he's purple. I thought he would be loved. People love these love cats, and people like, you know, people who love certain colors would love a certain color love cat. So I did just put they made the whiskers purple, a different shade of purple. It's just a worsted weight purple. So I'm going to redo his eyes. I'm going to leave him out because I need to fix his eyes. And then this is the love cat that I made. This is my own pattern, by the way. I don't know if I said that. In my tutorial that I just put out, doing the love cat. They're so big. This is big. I love how big they are though. And everyone I've made so far that I've taken to markets have sold. And this time a lot of mine came out varying sizes, so I'm going to have varying prices on them. But this is also a Big Twist plush, which I love. I already said that. I love Big Twist plush because it doesn't fuzz like Chanel yarn does. And it's not as finicky as some of those yarns where they break real easy. It's a little bit sturdier. And I like the way it feels and everything. I like it a lot. I do wish it had more colors though. It seems like they don't have a lot of color options. But this is my big old love cat. I love him. He's so cute. This is like a dusty pink color, and so I got another pinky color for the whiskers. But yeah, he's the biggest one I've made so far. He is a chunky boy. But anyways, I have a video tutorial I just put out, so I'll link it below if you want to check it out if you haven't seen it. And I worked really hard on that video. They are time consuming. I've made a few tutorials in the past, but never amigurumi. This was my first amigurumi tutorial, and this pattern only takes me about 45 minutes to make start to finish, but it took me 2 hours to record it. And then it took me about 4 hours to edit it over a course of 3 days. Just editing it here and there. And then it took an hour to produce from my editing software. And then it took about an hour to upload. So it just took forever to make that video. But I hope people love it. Because if people don't, I'm going to be real sad that I spent that much time on it. But I also have another pattern that I'm working on the pattern, and then I'll do a tutorial for it coming up. But yeah, I love this cat. That one's all the way down. He's on the all the way down container. So that is all the crochet I worked on this week. Other than my Halloween scrap blanket, I did work on it a little bit, and I worked on my granny project that is for another, like a collaboration, but I'll show those in different videos. And yeah, so all the patterns will be linked below if you want to check them out. So I sat and I did put on a lot of faces on things I've made before. Like this is Tofu Turtle. I put his little mouth on there. So now I got this big, I don't know what size this is, big tote of things that need to be photographed and inventoried on my square. And then I have some things up here that need faces. It's the possums and a bunch of these little octopuses that I put in my $3 bucket for the kids, you know. I gotta put their little faces on there. And then I want to pull up my other inventory, my leftover inventory from before, go through it, sort it, make sure it's updated on my square and everything, and try to get like an idea of how much inventory I have. This week I made $251 worth of inventory, so I thought that was pretty good. I made, I think, 22 items. I don't remember, 22 or something like that. So I think that's pretty good. And then added that much more inventory to my inventory for my markets. So I have 53 days, I think, until my first market, and then 68 until the next one. I got a little tracker on my phone. I'll pop it up so that I can keep an eye out, you know, how close they're getting. And yeah, so it's exciting. I can't wait to do these fall markets, because I feel like I'm more prepared this year than I was last year. My very first market last year was a Christmas one, the beginning of December, and that was before I started making plushie things, like a lot. I took all worsted weight stuff with me, and it still sold really well. I made $200 that day, but I didn't have a lot of stuff, you know, so that's what got me wanting to do more markets and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to do. I really hope I get into this market that I just applied for, because it's a really big market here. Lots and lots of people come to it, and people from other states actually come. It's a celebration for Lester Flatt, who was a bluegrass musician. He was from here. And they do like a car show. They have music the whole time. There's vendors and food. There's giveaways. You know, there's all kinds of stuff. It's right in our city square, so all kinds of people come here. So I'm hoping that if I get in there, it'll do good. And it was only $50 for such a big event. It's crazy. Because a lot of them I looked at were like $100+ for much smaller events. And so I'm hoping that I get into it. My fingers are crossed. I'm waiting for the email. They said that once they get the application and review it or whatever, they'll send out confirmation emails. So I'm like watching email. I don't know how long it's gonna take though. But anyways, yeah. So that's all the crochet. And there's bags in the shop if you want to check them out. I got some tote bags in there. I'm just gonna kind of hold them all up. I'm not gonna go through them individually. There's also some zipper project bags, but those are in another container. But there's tote bags. These are quilted. They have snaps. They have pockets on the inside. They have handles. They're lined. And then there's also some drawstring bags. Whoops. Some of that's fabric. These ones are drawstring bags. Left in the shop if you want to go check them out. Just different ones. This week I will be making a bunch of notion pouches like this one. Not this one though. This one's zipper's messed up. It keeps getting stuck. And I've tried to fix it multiple times. So this is just a flop. And also when I was cleaning my area up, I found some more drawstring bags that I forgot to sew. So there's a pink one and some purple ones. One was space. A couple Thanksgiving-y ones. A fox one. And this is a smaller flamingo one. So I got the cut liners for these and sew them. They just got mixed up with other stuff. So yeah, so I'll be busy this week. But yeah, if you want any of these patterns, they'll all be linked below. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. And I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here, and I want to fix this guy's face. His eyes are so small. And I might work on the snakes and stuff, get their faces done. Because I'm trying to get caught up where everything is done. And I'm going to try to be good. And when I make stuff, like a week at a time, I usually do Tuesday to Tuesday. Make everything and then finish everything and put it up. Because I need to get good at keeping my inventory caught up, so that it's not crazy. The week of market, I'm not trying to, you know, stitch eyes on and glue eyes on and write everything down and all that. So I'm trying to get better at that, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off here, and I'll see you guys later today for 100 Days of Halloween, and I'll see you tomorrow for What's Working on Wednesday. Bye, guys.